Yeah, can I have it? Oh.
Yeah, I need to come get it, but I haven't really. It hasn't been urgent. I've been a very financially responsible girl for the last year. So
Look at you. I'm proud of you.
yeah, I've upped my. I don't let my bank account get below $3,000.
Yeah, how do you let that happen?
I don't know, last year I didn't let it get below 2,000, and then when I got my tax return this year, I said, well, now 3,000 is the lowest it's allowed to go. So I just was able to save up some money for a while.
That's nice. It's nice when you can do that.
Yes, it is.
You gotta just make sure your expenses are less than your income.
Yes. And I am not the biggest shopper, somehow. I assume I got that from you.
Oh, I still go crazy sometimes buying tools and stuff.
I do every once in a while. Sometimes you need it for morale, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, I've been fighting it lately. I wanted to go get a table saw. And I actually...
Cameron had a ton of his tools stolen.
Out of his truck?
No, from the house he was working at. Somebody smashed a window, took everything that was in the house. They took the toilet, they took the tub. That's what I said. So he pissed off a plumber, huh?
Yeah.
The guy who owns the house. That's what I think happened, because a random homeless guy's not taking a toilet, uninstalling a toilet and stealing it.
No.
So I said, you should ask him who he's pissed off.
Or maybe he did it so he can get another one for free and put that into another house.
Maybe, but then stealing all of the only guy who does work for him's tools would have been a stupid move.
True. So,
this guy can't find people to work, and he's kept Cameron really busy. It's actually the guy, when Cameron was working for his old boss, this is the guy who hired his old boss.
oh yeah.
And his old boss has been fucking up so much stuff since Cameron quit that the guy stopped working with Kevin and has got Cameron working for him. Cut out the middleman.
So where's Cameron working?
Pretty much a bunch of houses. They finished one, and now he's working on another one that's only like a street over, out in like Indian Village, like by Belle Isle, kind of.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's a nice area.
Yeah. One of the houses that he did was on the cover of a magazine.
Really?
Yeah. So he was feeling real proud of that.
Nice. So what tools did he have stolen?
He's had a bunch of hand tools. One of his saws, I don't remember. He was very, very upset about it.
So is he getting it back or no?
I mean, I doubt it, but I told Cameron he needs to tell that guy, like, guy's got a real legitimate business. There's no way he doesn't have insurance on his business. Why can't he claim that your shit was stolen?
Yeah.
But he said he doesn't think the guy's gonna want to do that. But I was like, well,
You can always ask.
yeah.
Can't hurt to ask.
Yeah. Because that sucks. It does kind of suck, though, for him. He needs to... But it's like anything you get to cover the bed of a truck, somebody can still break into it if they want to, you know?
Yep. It's not safe, and you got to bring them in your house.
I know, but it sucks for him to have to do that every day.
Yep.
He hates it, which I get it. I would hate that, too. We've got, like, a little stairway from our kitchen where he just piles most of his stuff at the bottom of the stick, so he can just grab it from the yard.
Yeah, just inside the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he hates doing it, but I'm like, he says he wants to get a cover, but I'm like, even that, you can't. People are going to be able to see it if you get a tonneau cover. That's easy to break. If you get a cap, they can still break into it.
Yeah, they will. Even if you left it in the cab of the truck, they're going to break through the window.
Yeah, I mean, I think stuff's pretty safe at our house. Cameron left a bike in our yard for like year, so that didn't get stolen, but I still don't trust thousands of dollars worth of tools.
No.
Is mom home or no?
Yep, she is. I picked her up yesterday.
That's good.
Still pretty wobbly, but she's better than she was.
Yeah. You know, it's weird, the disease they're saying she has, I guess, Eli's mom has that too.
Has what?
Has the same thing.
Oh yeah, that's what Mom told me.
And then my therapist said her mom has the same thing. I guess it's way more common in women.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot of people, women say that they've had that.
Yeah.
Not that disease, but just having, what do you call it?
Like dizzy spells, vertigo, yeah.
Vertigo, yeah. So,
Well, hopefully they can help her manage it.
what are you doing? You working or you off?
I'm driving home from work right now.
Got off early today.
We close at 3 on Tuesday, so actually I got off an hour late.
Oh, gotcha.
2 of my coworkers have COVID right now.
Oh boy.
Yep. And, yeah, today was a busy day, even though it was a short day for me. I had to call about 70 people.
What? Tell me.
Irene's husband has cancer, and she's got to take him to an appointment this Thursday, so I had to reschedule her whole day. One of the COVID people is I got to reschedule their whole day. But one of the other people, it's their whole week.
How bad the COVID do they have? I mean, are they really sick or are they just...
Well, Katie just tested positive, so it's, I don't know. She's not deep into it yet. She just started feeling crappy this morning.
Has she had it before?
No. And then Christy was pretty sick last week. And it's her second time having it. She's got kids. So the kids are bringing it home.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of her kids, her and her husband, all got it.
Nice.
And they were pretty sick, it sounded like, for a week. And she feels better now, but she's still coughing. And, you know, people are real weird about that now, so she can't come in.
Especially if you're standing over their head. cutting their hair.
Exactly. Now, we still make everybody wear a mask in there, which I have been fighting for, mostly just because I don't want to deal with, if one of them comes in sick, I gotta reschedule the entire salon's day, you know?
Yeah.
And we're all exposed that I'm the only one who's gotta work.
Yeah.
I've been really fighting to keep the masks on, and so far, because every time we're about to take it off, this happens.
I've heard a while back that it was starting to get big again, but then it kind of died out. I didn't hear anything about it.
It's bad right now. It kind of flared up a little bit around Easter, and then I thought, like, we were through the worst of it, but I think it bled over into, like, Mother's Day, prom, graduation. Now everybody's getting it.
Yeah.
We had lots of cancellations. I feel like I always have a pretty good gauge on how bad cases are based on the salon.
Geez, that car just went by me. I thought it was your old car.
A car went by you?
Yeah, I thought it was you. No muffler on it. Muffler's hanging off.
Well, I don't drive a loud car anymore. My car is so quiet, sometimes I have to try and start it again when it's started because I forget it's running.
You went from one extreme to the other.
Yes, I did. Are you gonna go up north for Memorial Day, you think?
Yep, probably. Gotta put the docks in and all that.
Got the dock in and get the boat and stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
You guys
if the weather
fishing line out with a weight with hooks on it. And you just yanked it until you hooked the fish.
Huh.
They don't allow it anymore.
Oh, really? They outlawed it?
Yeah.
People were catching too many?
No, it was it was the only place in Michigan you could do it, and they just outlawed it everywhere.
Yeah. I remember when we would go, like, when we'd be up north and we'd go to the lighthouse in Ludington, you used to always say, you'd point out a mic on the lighthouse and say, yeah, I carved that in there when I was a kid. So I'm sure you just were sure there'd be a mic on there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure there was.
That's funny.
And there was a time that the Badger almost ran us over.
The what?
The Badger. You never heard that story?
I don't think so.
Well, one day I'm going to have to tell you. Yep, Papa has to be around when I tell that story.
Okay.
Badger is a ferry boat that goes from Ludington to Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you the story again when Papa's around. But basically what happened is we went out in the river where it comes into and docks. And we're out in our little aluminum boat fishing, and me and Dad. And we're out there in the middle of the river fishing, and all of a sudden we both hear,
Oh, God.
and it's coming in, the ferry's coming in, and the boat won't start.
Oh, God.
And then I started to panic.
You about ready to jump out of the boat?
Yeah. We finally got the motor started. We went over to the shore. But when I tell the story when he's around, I tell how the boat scraped the side and we were pushing off the side of the boat so we didn't get capsized. It gets a little elaborate when he's around.
Oh, that's funny.
He just shakes his head every time. It didn't happen anything like that.
That's funny. I mean, you gotta amp up the story.
I get carried away with it sometimes.
That's really funny.
Matter of fact, I think it might have been Andy I told it to when he was around. He was just shaking his head the whole time I was telling the story.
Didn't happen exactly like that. Oh, we got an ice cream truck.
And then I always say at the end, as the ship passes by, the captain comes out and leans over and says, "Are you okay?"
Hello. Did you say the captain leaned over and said that?
Yeah. The captain of the Badger leans over the back of the boat and says, "Are you guys okay?"
You had a near miss. Or a near hit. Not a near. Would that be a near miss?
Yeah, I guess it would be. We didn't die, so it makes it a near miss.
Jesus, no ice cream trucks. Playing their music really loud.
I know, I heard it.
I'm inside the house and it's still so loud.
How's Franklin doing?
He's good.
How
He's a
old,
good boy.
how old is Franklin now?
He will be 5 in August. I can't even believe it.
Oh my.
And I saw a picture of him the other day when he was only a few months old. And you know, he has grayed a lot.
He's like 35 in dog years.
Yeah, his whole chin was, I always thought his chin was always white, but it wasn't. His chin was fully black when we first got him. His chin is all white now. My little old man, hello.
So what else you been doing? I haven't talked to you in a while.
I know, well, we were staying at Cameron's parents' house for some of last week. Because his mom was out of town for work and Dad was in California trying to get his sister
get it?
I don't know, but they've been in the process of getting divorced. He won't sign the divorce papers because he wants to ensure his citizenship before he signs it.
Right.
But the FBI questioned Blake about him.
And what did she say?
I don't know. I don't know really what they asked. I just know the FBI called her and said that they needed to meet with her, and she agreed to come to them, and they interviewed her about us.
Huh.
I have no idea what was said. I don't know why she doesn't want to just I mean, she could very easily
Get him
say some
divorced.
stuff about him and get him gone and be divorced, I would assume, if she wanted to. I don't know why.
She still getting money from him? That could be why.
He doesn't have any money.
Doesn't she get money from him?
He doesn't have money.
Well, I thought he had all this money from his parents or whatever.
Well, he has now spent 2 fortunes, so his parents don't have money either.
Oh, jeez. So what's he do?
I have no idea. He's still in that house too, so they've been living for free.
Jeez.
And I'm sure he's got some sort of I don't know, little con going. He essentially is just runs like a social Ponzi scheme.
What about
He gets to what?
what about that marijuana thing?
I mean, that dissolved as soon as Cameron wasn't there to run it.
Gotcha.
They decided they couldn't afford to pay Cameron, and then he left, and no one wanted to run the business. So,
That's crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, she was in town. She came home to I think originally they were gonna try and get her to go to rehab here. And then we were gonna have dinner with his parents and her, and we haven't seen her since we left California. And Karen's barely talked to her. And we were going on our way over there for dinner, and his parents called and she disappeared.
She just went back to the airport and hopped on a flight.
Yep.
So she must have some money. She can afford plane tickets.
I have no. Well, she's dating a guy, and that's where she's giving her drugs too. So I'm assuming he handles it, paying for everything for her.
Gotcha.
And this is where I don't even know if I believe this, because I don't believe anything really that she says, and I don't know where this information came from. But they know about this boyfriend, and supposedly he is a drug dealer, but is working with the police to catch other drug dealers so they don't arrest him.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know if I even believe that, but they know his name and stuff. And I fancy myself a private investigator, so I did some digging, and I can't find shit about this guy. I mean, I found out who his parents are. He comes from money.
How old is he?
He's in his late 20s. But he's not on social media anywhere, at least using his real name, which is weird for someone in their late 20s.
Yeah.
But supposedly that's why she doesn't need money, is that she stays at his house all the time, and he feeds her and has drugs. And I'm assuming paid for her flight back.
Right.
But last I heard, David was gonna come home soon because he was getting really mad and frustrated. I mean, she's in her 30s, you can't force a grown adult to do something they don't want to do,
Yeah.
And even if you do, you're gonna force her into rehab and pay thousands and thousands of dollars, and she doesn't actually want to get sober, so it's not gonna last.
Yeah. The only thing they could do is have her arrested.
Yeah.
That's the only chance they got of getting her cleaned up. Because if she won't do it, there's nothing you can do. arrested, then she can't get drugs. She's in jail.
Yep, and that's what they were. Well, it's funny, which I get the instinct to think this way. Like, Cameron's dad is all like, how are we gonna fuck over this guy so he stops? And it's like, okay, there'll be another guy. If it's not him, she'll find another guy, you know?
Yeah.
It's not him, it's her.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, it's sad. I don't, I'm not crazy about her, but I don't want her to die, and for doing heroin all the time, your odds are not that great of not overdosing ever.
Yeah. She's older than Cameron?
Yeah, she's the same. She's like a week older than Anne-Marie. Their age difference is like almost identical to like Ricky and Cameron, and then Anne-Marie and Blake. Like they're the same age difference.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Blake's like November of '88, and Cameron's August of '90. So Ricky's a little older than Cameron, and Blake's like a week older than Anne-Marie.
Gotcha. So is the mom working?
Kimberly?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've both had work. So that's why, I mean, they were in a position right now where they could send her to a nice rehab.
Right.
So, I don't know, that was the only advice I gave before he left, was like, people like to have a choice, so maybe don't present it in a way where it's like, we're forcing you, try to present it in a way of like, it'll be a really nice place, we can afford to do this right now, like, I don't know, but if she doesn't want to get sober, she's not going to get sober.
Yeah.
That's the thing about her, though, is she, you know, for all the stupid shit she does, she never seems to, like, there's always a mattress at the bottom. She doesn't have to pay rent for 2 years. Her parents will bail her out. She'll, you know, like, she's got, like, a lucky star, making it so she never hit the bottom.
Well, eventually, that's...
I know.
Oh, and we have another call come in.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Jesus. All right, baby. I'll let you go.
Alright. I love you.
Love you, too.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
No, who's gonna hang out?
I'm here.
I just want a cigarette so bad. I don't care about drinking. I don't care about that at all. But like this smoking thing, is so hard. It's so hard.
Well, then have a cigarette. Don't cry about it.
I don't want to. I want to be a non-smoker. I'm not gonna be able to do it on mine.
Man up. You can do it. Put your big boy pants on.
That's between
Rick-
you and Brian.
Rick thought that was funny.
Yeah. He doesn't think it's so funny when we say it to him, though.
No.
And I think I did too much today. And I cleaned up my makeup done. I'm washing all the blankets from the couch and from my bed. And
some gum.
I just want one so bad. Are you almost home?
We're on Southfield Freeway at 8 Mile.
Yeah. Do you have to go to the office?
No.
But
Nope,
you're-
just coming straight there.
You're coming straight home?
Yep.
Like, nothing tastes right. Now that I'm not smoking, nothing tastes right. Nothing tastes the way it should.
I wouldn't say that. I would say it probably doesn't taste the same.
It tastes not good.
Well, maybe your tastes are changing because you're not smoking.
Well, I don't like that.
Well, maybe there's other things you will like. I know once they say once you stop for a while, your taste buds come back and you start tasting stuff better.
Yeah. And then when I start to do a little bit of work, I think, oh my God, there's so much and I'm never gonna get done.
Yeah, well,
Because I
that's,
want it all to be done in one day.
yeah, that's where you gotta start thinking differently. Just think of one little thing to do today and one little thing to do tomorrow. After a week, you start saying no. Don't try to do everything one day. Just do little bits at a time.
Yeah, and I did way more than I should today. And I'm yelling at Bo. He's not doing anything. He ate my therapy prescription for the hospital.
Okay.
He chewed up the envelope, and I had the prescription outside the envelope. And he chewed it all up.
Well, I'm sure it's still illegible.
It is.
That's fine.
Why does he do that? And I yelled at him, and he just wanted to wave at me, and I yelled at him, and I'm finding it very hard to be nice. Honestly, my dad did this when he quit smoking. He couldn't be nice. Okay. You'll be home soon.
About a half hour or so.
Okay.
All right, dear.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Julia called, and then Mom called after that.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck's that?
2581 Carson in Detroit. Not doing it today, cause
4:30.
so I'd say screw it. It's about time.
Yeah.
So I'd say screw it.
Me too. Turning around and going back.
So I'm just gonna say screw it. So I'm just gonna say screw it. It's just taken too long. What? Just going. Just gonna go through your emails.
Okay, he's doing the DO job. Birmingham.
It's been going crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. first job we did this morning. Wasn't that the Goddard?
Total jobs?
33.
33. Got it.
Kenyon Martin and maybe Keon Dooley. It was a horrendous first round. Like, I look at the top of the board and I go, hey, you want Jabari Smith? I'm not going to be angry. I'd be a wonderful pick for this team. I'd be shocked if he's bad. I think Chet is one of these rare players that we don't even know the upside. Microphone, please.
So does it bother you at all that in 3 of Chet's biggest games last year, against Duke, Arkansas, and Alabama, scored 16 against Duke, 11 against Arkansas, and I think 10 against Alabama. Didn't have his great games.
Yeah, I'm open to that critique. I also think if you read too much into it, you're probably upending a lot of what your eyes tell you when you do watch. I mean, Matt, if you're asking me, I don't know what his comp is, except maybe delivering on the promise of what Kristaps Porzingis was pre-knee injury. That he is this rim protector on the defensive side and a three-point threat on the offensive side. He's just a matchup problem. Now, again, Kristaps taller, bigger, certainly not the ball handler, not the athlete that this kid is. I mean, you go to the college level and you shoot 41% from 3 as a 7-footer.
I'm going to tell you, Mike, here's the thing. You keep saying risk it for the biscuit. If you're right, he is very Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant came into the league. Remember, he couldn't bench press
185.
He couldn't do it at all. Like, most people are like, oh, they did it 15, 20 times. He couldn't lift it at once.
And just know, I'm not going to criticize Troy Weaver if he takes Jabari Smith instead of Chet. But I'm also not afraid to tell you that's the guy I'm taking.
But to me, I look at Chet and you see a lot of similarities with a young KD coming into the league. Big growth spurt, was a point guard, can handle the ball, but now he's just really tall. Can take, get the rebound, go coast to coast.
I mean, there's elements.
The same thing.
There's elements of Anthony Davis in his game. Remember, Anthony Davis was a guard, and then he grew, and the next thing you know, you had this monstrosity playing in Kentucky, and you're going, wow, that's different, and you just take him. See, I'm not afraid to and I know
he went to the Lakers and just quit.
And look, Anthony Davis, yes, injuries have been a problem. Okay, I get it. But I'm not afraid to make those comps that Chet has that unibrow profile.
So I like that. I think if you took Chet, the MVP of the Pistons would be the nutritionist, because you gotta bulk this kid up.
I know.
I mean, I'm not trying to say
And I
it's
don't-
funny, because his body frame, you're going to be going up against Giannis. You're going to be going up against big men.
It's not sustainable. 30 minutes a night over an 82-game season. He has to work on his body. I get it. And again, just like Zion, which is the antithesis of Chet, it's not sustainable at 300 pounds over an 82-game season. It's not. But it doesn't stop me from taking either guy.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think people are going to beat you up for this. I just think, to me, Jabari helps the Pistons out so that I got them on the 2-3 year plan, but they're making leaps and bounds the way Dallas did, the way Phoenix did, the way Memphis did. You take Chet, that's going to take a little more time.
There's no argument.
So that's why I'm more Jabari than Chet, but I'm okay with either or.
So the question for you guys, and we'll kind of reset the discussion here in a couple of minutes. Pistons get lucky. 14% odds, they get the #1 pick back-to-back years. Who you taking? 248-539-9797. Rico's team Jabari. I'm team Chet. I think we both agree we take either guy. If I could lock in either of those players right now and forego the lottery, you're damn right I'd do it.
Worst case is Pistons finish number 2 tonight.
Oh, God,
Yep.
worst
done.
case, Pistons finish 3. I'd forego the lottery in some total. I'd take the 3rd pick.
With you.
I like Kenny's pick of the day, 97-1.
It's the pick of the day, brought to you by the BetMGM Sports Lounge inside MGM Grand Detroit. We've got Kenny MF and Kai. You're ready to roll.
Blues, Avs tonight. BetMGM total 7. You go over plus 125. These two teams have been over machines all playoff long. Same trends as round number 1. Plus, when they play each other, 6 straight overs. Worst case you push, BetMGM 7. You take the over.
Brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. Download the BetMGM app and turn game days into paydays. Please bet responsibly.
It's like,
7-1 flood tickets.
This report brought to you by the National Electrical Contractors Association, NECA. 96 eastbound at Beck Road, a minor accident blocks the right shoulder. Meantime, police have closed
teacher,
southbound
they were
275
playing
entrance
no
ramp
ball,
from
traveling
Ecorse
bars.
Road. Put the expertise and skill of NECA signatory contractors to work on your commercial, public, industrial, or residential construction project. NECA contractors like Electrical Insights are powering Michigan's future, project after project, on time and on budget. Learn more at smcneca.org. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Are you ready to upgrade your vacation this summer? This week, get top dollar for your used RV. Get traded in during the trade-up sales event at General RV. Whether you're looking for a new floor plan or a whole new way to camp, there's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. Shop our huge selection of travel trailers, fifth wheels, camper vans, motorhomes, and more during the trade-up sales event. Now through May 22nd, only at General RV in Wixom, Clarkston, Brownstown, and Mount Clemens.
Detroit is Tanya Lalonde from Lalonde Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with great news for anyone with less than perfect credit. It's Credit Amnesty Week. Now you can be approved for the new car, truck, or SUV you really want, even if your credit is less than perfect. So if you want a new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram, but your credit's not so good, come see me, Tanya Lalonde, today during Credit Amnesty Week at the all-new Lalonde Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or click LalondeChrysler.com.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, we're the ones who get it done.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19, then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
This hour, Vincent feedback brought to you by Michael Pura of National Benefit Plans. Call 877-734-2200.
Odyssey is your new home for all the audio that matters to you. Download the Odyssey app today. Powered by Golling Auto Group. Experience the Golling difference at Golling.com. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station.
We are all gathered here today, whether you're in front of LCA or you're in front of the Spirit of Detroit, you're at home in your living room or in your car listening to this. We're all gathered here this moment to bring together in the Detroit Pistons. Detroit is a jewel, and is the crown jewel that Detroit needs. Many say that there are 5 good prospects in this draft. They may be right, but it's what's right for the Pistons, and we need the number 1 pick.
But God has never sounded better. That was a year ago already. I don't know where the hell time went. David on vacation, but a year ago, David's sitting here in the priest collar, delivering on my guarantee that Cade would be here. And it happened. Now, you got to go for two, so to speak. The NBA lottery tonight. And hey, that's what you should care about, because these are the nights. You know, we opened the show with this, and this is where your franchise can take a major step forward and rebuilds can end. It's also a night where you can get kicked in the ding-ding and it can upend what you're trying to do. Like, yes, I do think the Red Wings have been hurt badly by it. Now, I know they ended up with Mo Sider one year, and that's great,
But even then, Mo Sider seemed like a reach at the time.
Right. But Yzerman's brilliance saved the day. But, they haven't been done any favors in the lottery.
No, you do not want the luck that the Wings get.
No.
Because that would mean the Pistons would somehow find a way to draft 9th.
23rd. But, tonight in the NBA, and you guys know this is, I understand going to work and all that nonsense. The point is, it's a league of stars. This is not a league of goodness. It's a league of greatness. You're seeing it in the playoffs now. Okay? This is about a Luka, a Tatum, a Jimmy Buckets. It's about Steph and Clay. It's about superstars. Now, we hopefully have one here.
He's representing tonight, like Ben Wallace.
Great.
From Virginia Union University.
Even better. Mike,
Ben.
get it out of your system. Just go ahead.
Wallace.
Go ahead. I know there's a little more left in there. Just go ahead. Clean the Tupperware out. Go ahead. So, as I was saying, you hopefully have one superstar here in Cade, but you no doubt need another one. So, nights like tonight, where, look, we all know it's a brutal season, and they have one of the best odds to get the number one pick. Here's what I'm telling you. I don't even care about the number one pick. I'll take 2, I'll take 3. If you could just say, hey, they have a 51% chance of staying in the top 4. If I could lock in a top 4 spot right now and not even participate in the lottery, I would do it. Because I think, as Rico has said for a long time, and Rico deserves credit for this, he's been on that Ivy train for a while. And now I'm adding Shaden Sharp to the mix. So, maybe there is 5 players. But boy, if you fall to 6 or 7, there's a drop-off. Oh, then you're taking Uchiwali out of Kansas, and you're like, oh, God, this is what I ended up with? No way. So,
And in the second round, Johnny Juzang.
right, the all-name team. So, look, I want to throw it out there. If lightning strikes and we get the number 1 pick, who do you want to take? Rico's team Jabari, and I have no problem. I understand it.
Because I think Jabari with Cade can help the Pistons right now.
It's more traditional.
Sadiq Bey, he's more, I can step outside, I can hit the jump shot, I can shoot the 3. He's a big man, but he doesn't have to be down low. You got Sadiq, and then if you somehow can find a way to move Jeremy Grant to bring back in another player, even better. If you somehow can go and sign Jalen Brunson as a free agent, I don't know why Dallas would not just pony up and keep this man. But now you're looking at a team that's building the same way that Memphis and Phoenix and Dallas all did. They think, guys, it wasn't that long ago. All of those teams were drafting at the top or near the top of the lottery.
Does Jabari almost has maybe a little Chris Bosh to him.
Yeah.
Jabari's a face-up. He can shoot it. He can hit the jumper. He can shoot the 3. I'd like to see him be more aggressive, but guess what? The guards on Auburn's team didn't allow him to be, because Davison and Wendell Green are maniacs. I get it. I happen to be Team Chet. And again, well, you like Zion. Yes, I did. And when Zion's been healthy, he's been nothing short of amazing. I believe with the number 1 pick, you shoot for the stars. In this league, we use the example. I bust Rico's chops because he's a pseudo, Suns or his B team. The Suns made the very mistake some of you want the Pistons to make. Well, they took DeAndre Ayton. He was ready-made. Ooh, he's from a big program. And they didn't take Luka, even though they hired Luka's coach. How's that working out? They didn't even offer to extend DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton's going to free agency this summer. And by the way, you know his destination according to Vegas?
If not Phoenix, right here.
I pray not.
Right here in Motortown.
I pray not. But my point is, Chet Holmgren is partially scary because you can't compare him. Like, look, if you want to talk about the last time something like Chet hit the league and it's not Zion, I would offer you Yao Ming. There is no comp for an 8-foot-tall center. Okay? There was none. And everybody knew the risks with Yao. The reality is, Yao was a borderline Hall of Fame player before his body gave out. Yao was an incredible player, okay? There was no comp for him. There's no comp for Zion, and there's no comp for Unibrow. There really isn't. You know, when Unibrow came out,
See, I thought, man, if Zion could have just rounded it into shape. See, I saw Grandmama before the back injury.
Before the arguments with Alonzo Mourning,
Larry Johnson just...
he can still be that. Come on.
Larry Johnson was headed to the Hall of Fame before his back went out on him.
Are you giving up on Zion?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Okay. My point is,
Zion, I mean, you could put Ayton, Zion, and Ben Simmons on a team.
I think he's taking this a little far. My thing with Chet, just imagine this. If you decide to watch any of the playoffs, or if you have, it's a copycat league, and I'm trying to mimic what a team like Milwaukee has done, or a team like the Celtics has done. You have to have shooters everywhere, and you got to have size. Now, it doesn't mean 7 feet, 260, classic big man. It doesn't. You have to have a multitude of players that are 6'8" or better, can switch everything. Chet's an elite defensive player. He is. Yeah, I get it. Oh, he played in the WCC. Okay, noted. But he's a guy who potentially could be a mismatch nightmare at both ends of the floor because he's an elite shooter. Now, again, if you want to tell me you're more comfortable with Jabari Smith, I'm not going to yell at you. I get it. But with Chet, once, not quite once a decade, but close, something comes along where you go, okay, that's an oddity. I'm just going to go. I'm going to do it. Because
Mike, I like Chet. I told you my only problem with him is from high school to year one at Gonzaga.
Hasn't gained a pound.
Nothing.
I get it.
And I don't know if it was because the trainers just didn't try,
no,
or his metabolism is just so high that he can't keep weight on. But that could be very problematic in the NBA. 82 games. I mean, you saw how physical the playoffs are. I can't see him handling that.
Here's the other thing. And again.
All right.
No one is Kevin Durant. I'm making the point that, like, Kevin Durant was frail. We had to hear about how he couldn't bench press. He'll never hold up. He walked in the league, dropped 20. Year 2, 25. Year 3, 30. No. Chet is not Kevin Durant. But I've seen it happen already. I guess my question would be, would you rather have a guy who's too light or a guy who's too heavy? Man, which one would you rather have? I'm willing to swing for the fences because I imagine, Chet, here's your only job. Be the best help side defender in basketball on D. And on offense, I just need you. I don't care. I don't care if he gets blasted on screens. Pick and pop, pick and roll. Rim run, shoot threes.
That's why I like this year's draft, because I need a sidekick to Cade Cunningham. And that's not to diminish the people in this draft, but I think Cade is the star. You need somebody who can now be the Robin to the Batman.
Yeah.
Somebody who can fill in the gap, be that solid number 2 who can give you consistent numbers.
If you're a traditionalist, Jabari Smith is your guy. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. I'm just not afraid. Look, I know I'll be the only guy who has the opinion. It's fine. I see where this league is now and where it's going. I don't think we're going back. Like, if Celtics Warriors play in the NBA Finals, you will see an NBA Finals that will average 85 to 93s a game. Ain't going back. And if I got a 7-foot guy who can handle a little bit, I'm not telling you he's taking it coast to coast. This is an AAU ball. And you even saw, I admit this, you saw it Gonzaga. He got himself into trouble trying to dribble around a little bit.
When he played against more talented players.
Yes.
No, wait. Are you trying to get around me?
Hold on. You're not in Minnesota anymore.
Right.
So, no, I get it. But, man, if you've got the ability to park this guy out there 26 feet away, it just opens everything up. But look, if they get the number 1 pick, where are you at with it? 248-539-9797. Kenny, go ahead. Any ticket text before we get the people?
I just wanted to say, can this be the summer of big swings for us? We take a big swing at Chet. The Red Wings take a big swing in free agency coaching. This is what I want. Chet is and that's why.
What about
my
the Tigers?
The Lions
pitching for a bag.
About to say, Lions already took a big swing and getting
J-Mo.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what but isn't that what we're asking for in this town, though? Big swings. Chet would be the big swing. Greatness, not goodness. I think you put it best.
But see, here's the thing,
Because, Kenny, you see what happens in the playoffs is if you don't have stars, sorry, 04 Pistons, if you don't have stars, you're not winning it.
I just remember the treadmill of mediocrity that we had to deal with for the Pistons in the last decade. I just don't want to go through that again another time.
Here's my thing about that, Kenny. I don't think Detroit's collective psyche, the big swing sounds great when you hit it. But when you miss, my goodness.
I just want them to take it so I know they're capable.
It sounds that way, but when you swing on a guy and he turns out to be Killian Hayes, Jeff Okuda-like, and then what?
I guess I'd rather that than the play it safe model 24/7.
Right, you know what I don't need? Otto Porter. Well, he's got a great personality. Hey, you want to get away and relax, have a good time, get to the D Las Vegas, everything you need. Remember, they got the long bar, they got the sports book. They've got days like today every day. What? I'm just telling people about D.
It's white gold. It's white gold. It's white gold.
Bottom, Rico. That's what just happened there.
Yeah.
You just got a bottom.
Hey, it's me again.
Pooped yourself. Little nugget.
We can't even keep it straight.
There we go again. We can't hear anybody. Nobody can talk to anybody.
The D.com to book your stay today.
Got
Go to
yourself
Vegas. There's no
a little
confusion
present,
about that. It's the D
Both
Las
your
Vegas.
ring
It's
and
your
Papa
home for
Wayne's ring are
sports in
twins.
Vegas. Rico.
Little brown present.
Both your ring and Papa Wayne's ring are twins.
There's some.
Fellas, get the Lady Jane's haircuts for men today for your chance to win $100K. That's right, $100,000. Just walk in anytime, get a precision haircut, and register to win 100 G's. Lady Jane's open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
You don't just provide cookie-cutter portfolios?
No, we tailor our clients' portfolios to their goals and needs.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission-based products. We're a fiduciary, the highest standard of care for a financial advisor. It means we're obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we have one transparent management fee structure, so we do better when our clients do better.
Sounds like you really look out for your clients.
We do, because our priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly, different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
If you work remote, Staples has you covered.
A storage cabinet that I
That's
can
why
roll
it
out of the way on
goes.
weekends?
Staples has you covered with stylish and functional home office furniture and decor curated by Staples Work From Home Style Squad. And now, enter the Staples Find Your Work From Home Style sweepstakes to win a home office makeover. Explore solutions for your workspace at Staples. See staplesconnect.com/find-your-WFH style for rules and details. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Open to legal residents of the 50 U.S. and D.C. 18 and older and 6-7.
May is Maytag month, the hardest working month of the year, when you can save on hard-working Maytag performance. Like laundry pairs that make clothes think twice before getting dirty again. Refrigerators that make cold your new favorite flavor. and dishwashers that eat caked on oatmeal for breakfast.
Don't wait. Put the hardest working month of the year to work for you and save big on Maytag appliances now through June 1st. Because May is Maytag month.
70% of the Fortune 100 choose Zoom. With phone, chat, workspaces, apps, events, and video in a single platform, Zoom powers all your communications. Large enterprises, small businesses, and individuals use the secure Zoom platform to enable new ways of working, learning, hosting events, and supporting their customers. And now you can save 15% on meetings, chat, and phone with the Zoom United bundle. Visit zoom.com/bundle. Zoom, how the world connects.
Want the news without the noise? Then catch Dan Abrams and Ashley Banfield back-to-back. Weeknights starting at 9, 8 Central on the fastest-growing cable news network in America, News Nation. Go to newsnationnow.com/join us to find your television provider.
Hi, it's me again. Don't you dare. Let's talk about the Chevy dealer in the area that's leading the way. It's Hamilton Chevrolet in Warren. Andrew Pavlik and sales staff, they want to be your Chevy dealer. Talked to Andrew over the weekend. He's brought back the Rico deal at Hamilton Chevy. That's right. Right now, you can drive off in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab LT 4x4 with a Chevy Silverado Crew Cab 4x4 with an all-star package for just $425 a month for 36 months. Just $999 down. You get 10,000 miles a year. Yes. $425 a month on a Chevy Silverado with the all-star package. You know what that means? It's loaded. Come find out what Hamilton customers already know and what I've been saying for years. The best deals are found at 14 a mile. Stop in and see my guys at Hamilton Chevrolet for details and drive off in the Rico deal. You can check out their website. Visit HamiltonChevy.com. That's HamiltonChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Get the latest sports news and inside information about Michigan and Michigan State on the 5 Star Zone with Rico Beard. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
Segment with that, huh? I'll pass. If the Pistons get the number 1 pick, who will you take? Let's go to Nick. He's up next. Nicky, what's going on, bud?
Michael, Rico, what's up, fellas?
How are you, man? What's on your mind?
Not too bad. I'm not too bad. I've been listening for a long time. I've never called it. Called from Virginia.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm active duty military. I'm upset that this is what it takes to get us talking about the Pistons, but it's okay. I'm cool with it.
Baby steps, Nick.
So, I agree with Rico. I'm a Jabari Smith guy. I am married to the fact that KD needs the ball to stick to him. I think he would be the best partner in crime for him. But Mike, I'm with you on Chet Holmgren. So I don't like the Porzingis, KD, Anthony Davis. I don't like all those comps because the guy is different. You're right. Yeah. You're 100% right. That being said, if we're picking third, and I've watched a lot of Grizzlies, you brought up John Morant and Jaden Ivey. I'm not married to the fact that Kate needs to carry the ball every time. I think you could move him to a wing.
Nick, I think the beauty of him is he is more than capable and willing to be off the ball a portion of the time. And look, there's going to come a point in his career, Nick, where I think him bodying undersized guards and getting, not Gary Payton on the block and I'm running isolation, but there's going to be times where I think he can develop into that type of thing. And he can be off the ball.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you. So I'll put it to you like this, Mike. I got a little bit more to unpack, and I'm gonna listen. I really appreciate the time, guys.
Oh, please.
If we take four, I like it. I mean, if Chet Holmgren's there, take him. If you really, if everybody's addicted to what his comp is, I see him as like a Jaren Jackson, another Memphis guy. I see him as like a Jaren Jackson. He's a 7-foot wing. He can hit threes. He's at the top of the key. He hits those shots that you need when you're down. He's got 5 to 8 rebounds.
Yeah, and Jaren doesn't exactly, and Jaren's not exactly physically imposing. So no, I mean that could work. Nick, I totally understand it. And look, hey, maybe this works out. Rico pitched this earlier. Maybe it works out the way it's supposed to work out. Let's say the Pistons get the number 2 pick, and somebody else takes Chet. You get Jabari, and you get a guy that goes on to make 7-8 All-Star games, and it works out just fine. It's all about just having fun with the discussion, and after tonight, we're going to know what our fate is.
Right, you just don't want it to be 2018 where you're Sacramento and you take Marvin Bagley and you leave Luka and Trae Young right there.
How Phoenix and Sacramento didn't take Luka when all offseason, I'm nobody in the grand scheme of things. I talked about Luka going number 1 in the months leading up to the draft, and then draft night happened, and I went, what, did he kill somebody?
No, because you never saw Luka play.
I didn't need to hear.
I didn't need to. I mean, but that's the big risk.
When enough smart people tell you that's the number 1 player in the draft, you listen.
Right,
Just
but it's
like when people have told me about Shaedon Sharpe here, there's a reason I'm saying it to you.
Right, but then it's like, is he going to be the next Darko? Does he just look good? Because he's going up against folding chairs. You know, what are we going to do if we draft this guy?
By the way, did you see the name of the school Shaedon Sharpe went to?
Kentucky?
Smiling Christian Friends? Yeah, but look, give me that. I may have gotten that slightly wrong. Pull up Shaedon Sharpe. Where did he go? He went to an academy. It was called like Smiling Christian Academy or something. I figured Rico could put a resume in and be the principal.
I'm about to say, I heard a Sunrise.
No, it ain't that.
That's Tum Tum School.
Well, I thought that was the school for offensively challenged kids. Sunrise